offense are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Allen now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Second and 8 coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Tanner Muse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Wilson on first down. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coach in 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And then
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tanner Muse, his second sack of the night. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. He'll go right back to Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 60 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on second down. Allen, flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 58 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just open the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They run here with Singletary, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
14.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Check three. He's checking. Crash. Yeah, listen. One far.
Better bring it. Letting you know right now, you better bring it.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you...
Stephon Diggs, 20. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.